Ruder's gland. There's your gland, the mixed gland. What is your first name again?
Grace.
Grace. I started saying something else. Grace. Grace. What's the name of this structure right
Is the main pancreatic duct?
Well, okay, you're looking at the duct. Okay, the pancreas.
Yeah, that's the pancreas.
Thank you so much.
The line is the main pancreatic duct.
Yes, it is. What is the name of that little extension at the top then?
At the top of it,
What do you think of that?
I don't know.
Well, let's see what? Accessory pancreatic duct. What's the one below it?
I don't know.
Main pancreatic duct. Grace, this is called a mixed gland. Why is it? Oh, Grace. It's a mixed gland. Why is it mixed?
Because it produces more than one thing. It secretes more than one thing.
Okay, what does it secrete?
I pass.
You're passing? Passing? Both a what? Digestive function and a what? And an endocrine function, and that's why it's a mixed gland. The Frenchman knew it. Okay? Okay. What's the name of the endocrine structure here? Well, just, okay, we're talking about the islets. And how many cell types in the islet?
4.
How many? You said 2 and 4. Is that 24? 4?
Yes.
4. What are the names of the cell types in the islet?
A, B, D,
Beta, delta, and
F.
Good for you. And we know about F. Pancreatic polypeptide. What does it do? Turns on the cells that are outside the islet called the acinar cells. And they make them for turns. What do they make? Digestive enzymes, which are going to what? Focus on what kind of nutrient? Where? Digest proteins in the water, right? Good. First part, the second part. Second part of the small intestine after the water. What is that called? That's correct, Jason. And that's the next, actually that's the next 2/3 of the small intestine after the water is what, Jason? And then the last third of the small intestine, which you can see ending right down here, is the what? Ileum. And it's going to anastomose with this structure, which is the cecum. Do we have a sphincter here? Or valve? Ileocecal sphincter valve. The cecum then gives rise to this. What's this? Sitting colon. And then what's this part right here? Transverse. What's that bend right there? Say it again. Right colic flexure. Also known as the hepatic flexure. What's this bend right here? Left colic flexure, also known as the splenic flexure. Good for you. We come down here, what is this? What do we not see here? Sigmoid, don't see the sigmoid. What do you see right here? Rectum. And what do you see right here? Sphincters. How many sphincters down here? 2. An internal and an external. The internal, 4. Wow. Not on this planet. Well, okay.
Locked up tight.
I tell you, it'd be tough to have a bowel movement, okay? So we got what, 2 down here, the internal and the external. Internal that are what kind of nervous control? Conscious or unconscious or not? What about the external sphincter? Conscious or unconscious? Voluntary. Thank you. Oh, okay, thank you. Conscious control or voluntary control. Okay, that's very true. Anybody want to know the number of the nerve that controls the external sphincter? You don't want to know the nerve? Of course you do. It's S5. Sacral nerve number 5. Now, what if a person came under your care and you're the first one to assess it, came into the emergency room, you're working in the emergency room now. And the person comes in the emergency room and they're unconscious. And you're not sure about their history, nobody's sure about their history or what happened to them, and they're unconscious, they can't talk to you, so they can't give you any history about what happened to them. And you're trying to maybe rule out the notion of what a spinal cord injury. What could you do to kind of quickly assess the cord? To see if it's intact. What? Not bad.
Reflex?
Yeah, I'm going to look for what a reflex. What kind of a reflex? An external sphincter reflex. You might have a pen. You might have a pen. Now, you don't want to write on them, but a pen. Or you might have some little forceps, right? Like tweezers. And you could do this. You could what? Uncover their body. Now, they're unconscious. Now, don't do this if they're conscious. If they can talk to you, just talk to them, right? Okay. But if they're unconscious, they can't talk to you, and you want to rule out a potential spinal cord injury, what could you do? You could take the pen and just kind of press around the rectum, or press around the hand, right? Or if you have some little pinchers, gently pinch what the rectal sphincter. All right, gently. Either what touches your pen, or gently pinch it. If the rectum winks at you, if it contracts or winks at you, right? Then what does that mean to you? The cord's intact from that point on. If you can get an external sphincter reflex, the cord's intact. That's a quick way of scanning your cord for you. How about that? You like that, do you? Well, be careful you try it. Okay. All right, good. So we got what right in here. There's our what two sphincters. What is this guy?
Liver.
How many lobes in a human liver? 4. What's the green guy? What's the name of the duct that drains the gallbladder? What's the name of the ducts or duct that drains the liver? Hepatic. When the hepatic duct merges with the what? The cystic duct, what do you end up with? Common bile duct, which will then what? Anastomose will be what? Wow, good for you. Y'all doing okay with that? Want to see cats? Want to revisit the cats?